What's going on, guys? Jimmy Zurek from Zurek Studio. And yes, I do use my real name. I do use monikers for music besides my debut album Paradox, which is listed under me as the artist. Alter Flow, the album Morning of the Void, is a production I did, and Angel of Venus Flying Crow, the album is called Chasing the Dragon. So I wanted to get that out of the way for social media purposes. Maybe it has nothing to do with you guys, but I just like to say that stuff so YouTube and TikTok and Facebook and Instagram pick up the fact that it is me. And but since I am an artist and a writer, creator, all of the above with that part of my life, I have decided to start writing a novel on the Idaho 4 true crime case to get a information out there that they don't want you or I to know about. Family secrets, maybe. Crypto, maybe. Right? Drugs, maybe. Arrests that lead to isolated targeted attacks, intimidation, that sort of deal. This is and whether you want to acknowledge that or not, there is a lot of the circumstantial situation that occurred at King Road that does point to that. You know, you could say Brian Koberger all you want, but there is another side to this evidence. There's a cleanup side. There is the way, the weapons, Linda Lane footage that we hear that does have some sounds on it, whether Steve likes to admit that or not. There is investigative work that is missing a lot of pieces. And then I just heard from Truth and Transparency, she was on where the detective, Gary is his name, forgive me, I will go back and get the proper name, but you guys will know in the true crime community. He came on yesterday and he basically told a different time frame of warrants and everything like that. So I'm wondering if Ann Taylor is watching this stuff to maybe pull out of this plea. And maybe this was her plan all along, because she knew the talkers were going to talk, the leakers are going to continue to leak. It's right in front of us. So that's would be my plan. I mean, if she's going to do it this way and then get back to trial, to understand that they have nothing and let's take this to trial. My thing a long time ago with this from the beginning, which I know she had Brian stand silent, and I found the technicalities. And see, justice goes to the wayside, because in a courtroom, in the court of law, justice becomes a definition of terms and technicalities and rights and defendants' rights and the prosecution having to doctor things and seal things, and forgetting that they work for the civilians and they are not God. So I want to make this novel, it may end up turning into 2 or 3, because depending on what information we do get, if it does go through to sentencing and then the docs are released, because everybody's already thinking, well, he pled guilty and everything like that, and we still got 6 days or 5 days still until the sentencing, to where anything can happen. They've said it. Sentencing is a crazy time. Okay, so it's not cut and dry. Ann Taylor motioned and put in 2 cases to look at for you guys. And, I keep saying these mainstream media people, which I'm sure they're good people, it's just, they have a job to do. And, this goes by the whole political stuff that I speak about. And listen to my music. Seriously, I know I'm just a small fry. But I think, and I'm not saying, my music is great. That's not what I'm saying. You could get a feel of my past and my direction here. So I want to get to know you guys as well. Good, bad, the ugly, it doesn't matter. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm doing this. I will go into more as to why I am staying online, or maybe doing some small shows and stuff like that. Um, I had I've been doing the same job for the last 25, 30 years, same schedule, and then abruptly came to a halt 2 months ago. And, I've almost finished my bachelor's before and everything like that online, and ended up, with children and my wife and everything like that. So work, and taking care of kids and stuff. So now I have this window here, and I want to do something with that window, and I want to share it with you guys, and I want you guys to share with me, regardless of what you say, what you think. Try to keep it presentable. I can take it. It doesn't matter. I'm not one of these guys that's like, oh, you can. I just look at it in a way of like, we are divided, and it sucks. We shouldn't be. That's how I take it. I mean, that's as far as I go with it. I don't get my feelings hurt or whatever the case may be. You can call me whatever you want to call me. Just listen to the music. I'm going to put up a lot more writings, short stories, things of that nature. I've done AI stories with my research and stuff, like just 2 minutes. And there is a short film I put on. It is a time traveling film called Sam, I want to say. I think I titled it. It's up on YouTube. It's about a half an hour. It gives a pretty decent take on a granddaughter's. Her grandfather passes, and she goes up in his attic, and he has a watch that he left behind that has all kinds of codes and digits and dials, and it takes her back into historic time. You should check that out. It's pretty cool. But until then, my friends, see you.